Welcome to part 27 of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. We're in the sepulcher of the... I think I mispronounced that. I could have sworn I did, but we're in the sepulcher of Mephisto's realm, and we're going to end up running into spawning enemies. Let's be honest, folks. This would be the best time for you to level up all of your characters that you are using for the next couple of stages, because let's face it, you are going to have no time this is over. And also, make your way around the area so that way you'll be able to check and see if there are any chests that you may or may not have missed. And yes, I also told you the Fire Lords are going to be excessive. Well, they're going to constantly show up and... Hold on. Wait, let me pick that up. Thank you. They're going to show up and, more importantly, they're going to be annoying. Eventually, we're going to kill just about all of them, at least. But then we'll end up running into that part where they'll constantly, infinitely spawn until we progress and beat the game. So, anything else left to say about this stage? Really, not much. Except we'll be coming onto a part where we're going to be in a boss battle pretty soon. Although there is no save... Actually, there's a save point here. But there is no save point after we get to that area. So, if you want to come back here to save, you might want to do that. Because, again, the final boss of this stage can be a pain in the butt. I mean, I don't mean the final boss. I mean the boss of the stage can be a pain in the butt. So, it would be in your best interest to save. Meanwhile, once again, you're going to be fighting off hordes of demonic souls that are springing up from the ground as you progress throughout the entirety of the stage. They may seem annoying at first, and more than likely they are, but hey, at least you're going to get experience out of this. That's the whole point. Having enough experience to pass through tough stages like Asgard, I do believe, and also the final stage of the game. Because the last thing you want is to be completely decimated in the last stages of the game, and you came so far. And also, check around the sepulcher, sorry. Because you're more than likely going to find some random dolls lying about. Or some random items to pick up. It's always a good thing to search around the items. And I think I just found one. And of course I found some demonic souls in the way, but hold on, let me pick this up, This is a comic book mission against Scorpion, so you'll practically have a rematch with Scorpion. So yeah, having a rematch with Scorpion is actually not that bad. I mean, he isn't really that hard to begin with. No, I mean, you'll end up fighting other enemies that are much tougher, that are only exclusive in the comic book missions. So by all means, you could do them if you want. You gotta do all 40 of them in order for you to actually get the final character in the game, which would be the Silver Surfer. Because we're already gonna get Nick Fury once we beat the game. We're gonna get Daredevil once we get to Asgard, and we're gonna get Black Panther by the time we get to whatchamacallit, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, Dr. Doom's lab, yes. Because there was one last Black Panther token in Dr. Doom's lab. So, with that said, folks, after beating up a lot of... And oh, for the record, before you say, but you already have Daredevil! Yeah, this is from a different game, a different save file. New Game Plus is a thing. Next. Meanwhile, we're running into more Fire Lords who happen to stand in our way again. Why am I not surprised? Now it's Fire Lords with elemental resistance. Fire Giants, sorry. With elemental resistance. Again, why am I not surprised? I thought for a second there these are Fire Lords, but no, they're Fire Giants. They're different from the Fire Lords. They look the same! I swear to God, they look the same. So with that said, we'll just pick up this upgrade here for Ghost Rider, and by God, Ghost Rider needs it. And the sketchbook too. Let's not forget about that as well. And if I'm not mistaken, we need to proceed even further into this area. Because we're closing in on the battle with Blackheart. As a matter of fact, it's going to be the next stage over. So we might as well beat up all the enemies here. And once we do, we go a little bit further. So that way we'll confront Blackheart and get our friends back. Because yeah, that fucker shouldn't have our friends. But he has them, and well, they're gonna suffer if we don't save them.
Anyone else want some?
Now, as far as Blackheart is concerned, you might want to stick around and beat up some enemies to get yourself at a higher enough strength, so that way you'll be able to hold off Blackheart on your own. And if that's the case, well, all the grinding in the world will not prepare you for what you're about to fight. You're gonna probably fight this guy at least 3 to 5 times, depending on the difficulty. So, yeah. Fighting Blackheart can be rather tedious, especially when he... And I do believe he does heal himself, but let's be real here. Blackheart can be a pain in the butt. Oh, excuse me 1 second. Now it's time for us to beat up Blackheart. I had to make sure my computer was overheating for this battle. Anyway, Blackheart will have this blast of his. While the blast himself isn't really the threat, what's the threat is the knockback from his shockwave move. Not to mention, Blackheart will have a lot of backup in order for us to beat him. So in other words, we'll be fighting him more than once. I mean, you won't be able to find the real Blackheart until you destroy, well, if not one, all of the pods that would contain Blackheart. I mean, that's probably the only way to actually defeat him easily. But I'm going brute force because I need the experience. And he's going to keep coming until we actually destroy all of these capsules. This is the reason why you need to stick around and grind and deal some damage. Because if you don't, Blackheart is going to kick your ass. So, you're just gonna keep spamming that move while I'll spam my chain. I mean, I could keep doing that all day long. And I think we got one. We got him trapped in the corner. Fantastic. He's not done yet. We still got at least 2 more left to do. And Blackheart's gonna keep coming in. Oh, by the way, in case anybody has ever seen Blackheart before, yes, he was on Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. And also, he's a Ghost Rider villain. Ouch! Stop it! But eventually, Blackheart will go down for real once you keep putting the pressure on him. I mean, I'm gonna just keep hitting him with the chain because that seems to be the most effective move thus far.
Next.
And here we go again. He's just gonna keep coming and coming and coming until finally we knock him down. And by the way, also I was distracted by my sister. I was taking a phone call from her, which is probably why I'm fighting Blackheart hands up instead of destroying the pods, which would have made this fight so much easier. Although the team that I have actually make the fight a little less tedious. Alright, we've got ourselves... Oh, we're still on the third Blackheart. And we completely and totally whiffed. Fantastic. This really is a superhero game. Because superheroes will more than likely whiff their magic most of the time. Whatever the case. I mean, we already know it's a superhero game, but duh. We just gotta find Blackheart a couple of more times. He's around here somewhere. Sorry, I'm getting the hiccups there. I just had lunch recently. That's probably why I had to take a break. But that's the point. Point of the matter is, I'm now catching on and I'm getting rid of the pods one by one. And I think we destroyed the last pod. So all we need to do is just keep putting the whipping on Blackheart, and this time we'll finish him off. However, we're going to come to a new problem once we defeat Blackheart. Because you see, remember what he said earlier about you have a choice between saving Jean Grey and saving Nightcrawler? He wasn't kidding. As a matter of fact, he has the only key for one cage. I mean, what do you expect? Blackheart is an asshole. I mean, he's literally in the testament to hell in the Marvel Universe. So, toying with your enemy's emotions is something Blackheart and Mephisto love to do. And Blackheart will have Jean Grey and Nightcrawler hostage, but I think we got him this time. Come on. Fall. Stop blocking me. There we go. I think we got him this time. I think we got him. Oh wait, no we didn't. Oh wait, actually yes we did. Ah, thank goodness. Now these stairs has appeared because of the fact that we defeated Blackheart. Now we have a choice. We either save Jean Grey or we save Nightcrawler.
Do not unlock this door.
Even though Bobby's not with us, we don't want Jean Grey to turn him gay. So
he's a good man, and
we're gonna save Jean Grey. And one other thing. Whoever you let die will show up in the final battle. So on that note... sorry about this, Kurt. Real sorry about this, man. But Jean Grey is a pain in the ass.
No! Kurt!
In the final battle with Mephisto, yeah, she is a pain in the ass.
Kurt.
So I think I just made the easier choice.
It was an impossible choice.
Granted.
Come on.
I am going to still have to fight Nightcrawler.
Professor, maybe you don't realize it.
There is one other thing I need to mention. If you're playing the third gen consoles that this game is on,
Professor, don't you? Very well.
Jean Grey and Nightcrawler are unlockable characters. And whoever you save, the other one will not be available to be unlocked. So you'll have to beat Mephisto in order to unlock him. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we are done. And I will see you guys in the next episode when we finally finish off Mephisto's realm and take on Mephisto himself. See you guys next time.